Everybody, Ryan O'Halloran along with Jay Skurski, Buffalo News here at the Combine in Indianapolis. Just got done talking to Sean McDermott. Quite frankly, probably one of his best things he does all year because he just takes half hour at the podium. Let's talk about a couple of things that were top of mind. Let's start with coaching, special teams coordinator. Clearly, he wanted an experienced hand in Chris Tabor.
Yeah, he did, and I think to me, Ryan, I was surprised that they didn't. I was more surprised that Sean McDermott came out immediately after the season and said they weren't making a change because, based on the way things went with Matthew Smiley with the special teams, not just this past year but 2 years running now, they have not been good on special teams, and so I thought a change was coming there. It was delayed. Sean McDermott talked about that a little bit. I think he'd probably want a do-over in his post-game or post-season, end-of-season news conference, and maybe saying, we're still evaluating that position, because I thought it was rather clear that a change should have been made. Ultimately, it was. Not the only one, though, on the coaching staff. Some additions, some other subtractions, strength and conditioning coach. So you see that churn year over year in the NFL. But what other changes stood out to you?
Yeah, real quick on Tabor. He was available after the season.
Yeah.
So there was obviously a course correction. And I just really think with an experienced special teams coach, Sean McDermott saw details lacking.
Yeah.
That's how you give up a fake punt. Ryan Nielsen, you gave Sean a second chance on him, more revealing the second time. Looks like he wants some better play out of his defensive line, so get a more veteran coach there to help Marcus West.
Yeah, I think he went out of his way to point out that Nielsen was going to be working with the defensive line. And listen, I think it's an easy connection to make. You look at the result of the Super Bowl. You look at what the Eagles were able to do against the Chiefs, how the Chiefs have lost in the playoffs the last 5 years. They've lost twice. It's been defensive line play, dominant defensive line play. I think that's an area that the Bills have recognized that they need to get better. Maybe Marcus West, as a younger coach, wasn't getting it done. I think that's why you see Ryan Nielsen here.
Well, if he can light a fire under Ed Oliver, he deserves a raise. But we'll be talking a lot more about D linemen later this week because, we all agree that's probably the direction they should go. So for Jay Skurski, Ryan O'Halloran, and Mark Don behind the camera, we'll be here all week in Indianapolis.